Hey everyone, it's 2-1 of 21. My name is Derek, and in this video we're going to be talking about the recent passing of Dustin Diamond at the age of 44 from stage 4 cancer. Now, a couple of weeks ago, I made a post discussing the diagnosis of Dustin Diamond and how he lived in Wisconsin, which has Gematria of 44, diagnosed with cancer, which sums to 44, just 1 week after turning 44 years old. Of course, the initials DD, this is the fourth letter, like 44. Today we learned that he passed away, and the date of death is 2 plus 1 plus 20 plus 21, summing to 44. So we're going to talk about the numerology of this story, how it potentially relates to this weekend's coming Super Bowl, how it's also connected, once again, to Neil Diamond. And of course, we point this out because Dustin Diamond, his middle name is Neil Diamond, or just Neil, I should say. So we'll point out more of the alignments with Neil Diamond, and of course how this relates to the total solar eclipse code, as a diamond ring is what we call this Bailey beads effect at the end of a total solar eclipse. So as we mentioned, he died at the age of 44, a number which is associated with cancer, chemo. Notice how lung cancer also sums to 44. Cigarettes, which are believed to cause lung cancer, 44 in reduction as well. 44 factors down to 11 times 4. His diagnosis was made on January 14th, the date written 114. And again, in the alphabetic order, the word cancer sums to 44, much like lung cancer in reduction. Now, in the reverse alphabetic order, the word cancer equals 118. Just last week, I did a video on the death of Don Sutton, who also passed away from cancer. He died on the date January 18th, written 1/18. Measuring from the end of Saved by the Bell, where Dustin Diamond was most known for playing the character Screech, notice how his death fell a span of 10,118 days after the end of that series. He also died 1 month, 18 days after the last total solar eclipse, when we could see the last diamond ring effect on the sun. Now, whenever we're talking about eclipses, a primary eclipse number is 666. Tracing all the way back to the tilt of the Earth in relation to the plane of the sun. Several weeks ago, I made a post discussing how Super Bowl 55 was likely to have a major 666 riddle associated with it. Perhaps the best clue we have of that is that the coach of Tampa Bay, who I think is going to win the game, Bruce Arians with Gematria of 666. Well, think about how, again, Dustin Diamond played the character Screech. And he died the week before the Super Bowl, which we have come to learn by now is an annual ritual related to the superb owl. And it just so happens there's an animal called a screech owl. So could it be a coincidence that Screech dies the same week as the Super Bowl? Well, check out Screech Owl in Gematria. Also 666, using this English Sumerian cipher. Now let's discuss how his death is connected to the number 666 in a myriad of ways. First of all, we start with the fact that 666 is the 36th triangular number. Adding every number 1 through 36 gives us a sum of 666. Dustin Diamond died exactly 306 days before the next total solar eclipse. If you add 6 plus 6 plus 6, you get a sum of 18. His diagnosis was made public on January 14th, which was 18 days before his death. Back in October, mainstream media published articles about a Dustin Diamond death hoax, claiming he was killed in prison. Well, if you measure from the date of this death hoax to the date of his real death, you get 108 days. Measuring from the first Great American Total Solar Eclipse, he died exactly 180 weeks later. But there's one other fact that sticks out about this measurement. This would be the 1,260 days. When you write out 666, you get a similar value of 1206. But the reason this is relevant is because of today's date, February 1st or 2/1 of 21. Notice how 666 equals 201 in the alphabetic order. Remember, Event 201 preceded the coronavirus pandemic in late 2019. It's run by William Henry Gates of the Gates Foundation. Strange, their website doesn't want to load now. There it is. But looking back at 666, of course, I also teach Jewish Gematria, the most significant cipher outside of the base methods. Notice how 666 also equals 1697. And look how old Dustin Diamond was when he died on 2/1/21, a span of 16,097 days, which was also 1,260 days after the eclipse. Yes, Dustin Diamond also equals 57. 666, 57 as well. Next, I want to point out how this is connected to the numerology of Neil Diamond. So in my first post, I pointed out how Neil Diamond was born 444 lunar phases before Dustin Diamond. And this story is all about the number 44. Diamond's cancer diagnosis was made public when he was 44 years and 1 week old, exactly. He'll be exactly 44 years and 1 month old on the date of the Super Bowl this year. The name Neil Leslie Diamond sums to 441. And this is a number that appears to be coded into the Super Bowl. If we go to the football reference page for Patrick Mahomes, I want you to notice how his career record is 44-9. So we get 38-8 regular season. And then he's going to be 6-1 in the playoffs. Or is it 4? Yeah, 6-1 because he's got 1 win, 3 wins, and 2 wins. So, if Patrick Mahomes loses to Tom Brady in the Super Bowl, he'll be 44-10 all time in his NFL career. And that's similar to the number 441, which is what we're seeing here and what I think is a Super Bowl clue. Now, the number 441 also has interesting properties because it has a square root of 21. And, of course, this year's Super Bowl, kicking off the year 21, think about how the 21st prime number is 73. Tom Brady, if he wins, will be 7-3 in Super Bowls. Now, there's actually more to this 666 riddle. The number of the beast is revealed in the 229th verse of Revelation. This is Revelation 13:18. Dustin Diamond was 2,299 weeks old, which has that 299 in it. Neil Diamond, meanwhile, 29,229 days old on the same date. Furthermore, he's also 80 years and 8 days old. Think about 2 diamonds being 8 corners and 8 sides. The word beast equals 88. So does Dustin Neil Diamond, with the S exception. There's also a couple of more tie-ins to the eclipse code, I believe. To the second Great American Eclipse is 1,162 days. Check out Neil Leslie Diamond, 162 in the alphabetic order. It's also 16 weeks and 2 days before the next total lunar eclipse. And when you combine their two names, Dustin, Neil, Leslie Diamond, you get 804. Total lunar eclipse, 804. Maybe a coincidence. But either way, this is what I consider to be a possible Super Bowl riddle, tying back to this 44-1 connection, which again was not just present in this news story, but the last news story as well. So read into it what you will. I'm not telling anyone to make any bets. I always tell people that putting your hands in the money of liars and thieves is foolish, but I know everyone wants to do it around this time of year, so have fun. All right, guys, that'll do it for this video. Thanks for reaching out. Peace, love, God bless, and we'll talk to you next time. See ya.